How's it going, guys? My name's Austin.
Matt.
And we are here with Bowling World. We're House Hat Bowling. And we got Matt here throwing the Radioactive Vibe by Hammer. Okay, let's go ahead and just get the elephant out of the room, get the bull running through the china shop or whatever. Matt, what do you think about this ball?
Well, let me just tell you, Austin cannot stand the color of this ball.
It is a very polarizing color, and it's definitely a very bold choice.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say.
I like it. I like the bright color stuff. I've always liked brighter color bowling balls. You know, my Poison, Deviate Poison, a lot of people didn't like that ball. I loved it. Almost the same color.
Yeah, close, very close.
It's close. This, I feel like this has a little more green, like
it's
a little more of a
neon,
greenish.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks, and when you throw it down the lane, it looks like a highlighter.
Oh yeah, it definitely stands
Honestly.
out.
Yeah, but you got the yellow, you got the bright orange to back it up. They were definitely going bright with this one.
And most importantly, it's a vibe. So I mean,
it's a vibe. I mean, hey, the vibe core is good. They paired it up with that HK22 solid.
That's probably the most interesting part about this.
Which they've not. Yeah, I was really surprised with that. I was surprised that they took
a weak
core
and cover. And
you know, normally a weak core and cover ball, and throw the HK22 solid on it.
Yeah, the additive definitely changes a lot of bowling ball characteristics when you add that to it. So I was very interested to see this, and I saw a lot of videos beforehand, so I kind of got an idea of how strong it was.
Yeah.
But let's go ahead and watch Matt throw it.
We're gonna head to the lanes.
Okay, we back. Matt just threw the Radioactive Vibe, and I don't know what to say. What did you think about it?
So I'm gonna go ahead and start by saying, this is the strongest vibe that I have thrown.
Oh, by far, yeah.
And I have thrown a lot of them. I've had the original Emerald, I've had the Cobalt, I've had my Cherry, which I loved, both of them. I had the original Cherry and the remake. I still have a blue one somewhere. The grape was freaking amazing. Loved that ball. Me and Austin both loved that ball.
Yeah, the grape was a good one.
The Midnight Blue one, I mean, I've thrown a lot of vibes. Still have my Ocean Vibe. And the Ocean Vibe is definitely a good Game 3 ball.
The Ocean Vibe is the weakest ball I've ever thrown when it comes to like,
for Austin. Yes,
yeah, by far, yeah. Especially for reactive balls.
Yeah, for me, I think it rolls really good. Game 3 ball, definitely throw it to the friction. Rolls awesome. Now this, on the other hand, I could start with this and go to the Ocean Vibe.
Yeah, especially if you took the polish off or the compound, I think it would really shine.
I'm intrigued. I really want to know what it does with a little surface on it.
Yeah,
but out of the box, you know, throwing the ball, I threw it during Thursday during the tournament, which I rarely ever bowl, but I did. And I threw it, and it pushed me left immediately. Well, after game 1, how about that? So, but overall, throwing the ball during the review, it's not that bad. I like it. I think it rolls really good. it hits the pins really hard. If I get it in, I still catch that little bit of push. But if I get it right and wheel on it, and does this ball hook?
Yeah, there's definitely a space, I think, in a lot of people's bags, tournament, league, or whatever, when you have a weak ball, just be this responsive and be this strong.
Yeah.
It kind of gets you to that point where you don't necessarily need a whole lot, especially bowling ball wise. You can kind of just start with this and go with this. And not to mention, like, for the price point of this ball, I mean, God, because these are cheap bowling balls.
I always got the most use out of a weaker bowling ball.
Of course, yeah.
Your lower price point balls, I always got the best use out of that.
So, yeah, I mean, for like...
this is exactly what that is. This is your little bit lower price point ball, but I'm telling you, man, this is, if you put a little surface on this would be as strong as half of your big solids.
Oh, yeah, by far.
Like, I mean, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, not to mention, like, I mean, I know we're not necessarily talking about, like, the review itself. We're kind of just talking about just, like,
the ball
and just, like, the price. But, like, you really cannot beat this price point.
No.
For, like, what you can get out of this ball.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, there's plastic balls that are worth more than this.
Yeah.
Depending on what it is.
For real, yeah.
Yeah.
But overall, throwing the ball during the review, I didn't start super far left. You know, I also was not really turning on the ball really hard. I was getting around it just a little bit.
Yeah.
And you could definitely tell in the video, my shots, I did get around it because left several stone nines, which, I mean, it's not a ball review if I'm not stoning a nine. So,
that's true.
But that shows me there's good drive through the pins. I mean, it was throwing pins all over the place. I didn't really flat anything. I'm impressed.
Now, we need to get the other biggest elephant out of the room. It's a very bright colored ball. A lot of bright colored balls have this problem. They get dirty when you throw them. Way more dirtier than a lot of the darker balls, because darker balls tend to hide a lot of the dirt.
You may not be able to see it in the video, but when I tell you that this ball's probably a shade brighter than this, and this is maybe a game and a half, because I cleaned it this morning, it's probably a shade brighter than that. And I mean, that's what happens. You know, I mean, they get dirty. You know, the centers that we bowl at, most everything gets dirty pretty quick. But most of your darker colored stuff, you don't see it as much.
It just hides it.
But this right here, it's going to stand out like crazy.
But the point of also, even like I said, this is a cheaper bowling ball. When you spend money on stuff like this, you need to clean it regularly anyway. And with a ball like this, it kind of makes you want to clean it because it would look better. Yeah. And you also get a more usable, a more reliable, and a greater performance overall with a clean bowling ball.
If you clean it. Overall, I think the ball's awesome. It's way stronger than what I anticipated. I knew it was going to be a little bit strong having the HK22 solid on it, but I'm impressed. Yeah. I think it rolls good. I think it hits the pins very hard, and I think it continues off the pin deck very well.
Yeah. But luckily, when you're going to www.bowlingworld.biz to pre-order this ball and buy it, you can get ball cleaner too.
Yep. Ball cleaner. Also, if you like what you see today, you like our content, head over to House Hack Bowling on all your social media platforms, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff. And yeah, shout out to Bowling World. Thanks for bringing us back. Thanks for sending me a highlighter in a box.
Yeah, pretty much.
And yeah, we'll see you guys again.
See ya.
Bye.